The great irony is, of course, that Donald Trump is the son of an immigrant, the grandson of an immigrant, and married to an immigrant. In fact, two out of three of his wives were immigrants, proving yet again that immigrants will do the jobs that every American will not.
Welcome to Gay Talk 2.0, the ultimate podcast for your dose of dish.
Good evening, my ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. All my gay peoples out in the world, welcome back to another episode of Gay Talk 2.0, an LGBT podcast. We are streaming live on our YouTube channel for all of our Patreon supporters. On the day of recording, everyone else gets to see that show live and in color the week after. My name is Tom, and I'm your host, and as always, I'm in the studio with my amazing co-host, starting with the first one.
Hey, y'all, Nick or Trish.
And I do have to say, Jaybird could not join us today.
Yeah.
She's going through it.
It's fine. I was last week.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say what happened, but I'm just gonna say that she was on her way to do something that could have potentially got her to where she got, but she didn't get there, and the fact that she got there was harsh and rough.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let her explain it when she comes back next week.
He was impeded from
Doing things
he wanted to do.
Yeah, I know it's harsh. It's harsh, but we will miss him on the show today. And but nonetheless, we do have two special guests that are joining us. Actually, they're my guest for the week. They're visiting from Puerto Rico. We have my friend. Shall I call you Kenny or Elliot? What do you want? Come into the mic. Come into the microphone.
Elliot is fine.
All right, then Elliot it is. And then of course we have Gamalier, or shall we just call you Mr. G?
Just Gamma.
Gamma, okay.
Gamma, okay.
Gamma, like gamma. It's like,
Yeah.
that's radiation, you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's
That tracks.
It's also a comedy show in Puerto Rico.
it's dangerous. But they're traveling. They're visiting from Puerto Rico. They're going to be here for the week, and I'm excited to have them. Of course, when I go to Puerto Rico,
That's not what she was saying before they got here.
This bitch.
I'm joking,
Of
I'm joking,
course,
I'm
she's gonna go
joking.
there. But of course, typically when I go to Puerto Rico, I go visit Elliot and I stay with him. So it's we're reciprocating. Did I say that right?
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Oh my God, words
And
are
we
hard.
pray every day.
And we do. We do not.
Yes,
On our
we do.
knees
Yes.
in the woods.
Well,
Well, but anywho, we're here.
Well,
We're gay.
wishes.
We're queer. Thank you for joining us. And
get used to it.
yeah, get used to it. And so I'm gonna just open up a quick roundtable
Yeah.
for all of us, as we always do at the beginning of every show. Who shall we start with?
Whomever you would like to.
Okay, Elliot, how are you? That face. How are you, darling?
I'm doing okay now.
You doing okay
Doing
now?
okay
So,
now that
so,
I'm with you guys.
so you had a
you for
very.
having us.
Thank you for coming.
And thank you for the right.
So you guys had a very, very long day today.
Yes,
A very
quite
long day. Flight
quite
was
long.
at 6 a.m.
I didn't sleep. He went to sleep like 2 hours, and then I said, "Get an Uber for 4 o'clock." He got it for 3:30.
I'm proud of you. See, he's prepared.
Yeah,
and that
and I
is
was starting
important.
breakfast. so that-
Unlike you're the typical Puerto Rican. You wait until like 10 minutes before you're due at the
No,
airport to show up.
scrambling eggs, and the guy from the Uber, he's. at
Oh,
the
you were
door.
making huevos.
I was making huevos.
Oh my
Ron
God, that's-
Shadows?
Because huevos are everything.
it's
in Latin
life.
America.
It's life. How hard was your trip today?
The trip was good in itself, I have to say. The pilot did a great job. There was a little bit of turbulence, but it was good. Other than the lack of sleep before that, I mean, after we got here, it was that is exactly when the hassle started, because I experienced, I have to say, a side of New York I didn't experience before.
So you flew into New York.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, we
So
did.
you arrive into New York. What happens then?
JFK.
Do-do-do-do.
Yeah, so
We fly local now because we can do that.
of course you do. Yeah, it was kind of a little mess. There was a
But it's New York, though. I mean,
Yeah.
messy is to be expected.
first of all, we get here and you got people applauding, as opposed to you applaud when you get to Puerto Rico, not
Right.
not vice versa.
No, you applaud whenever you land.
Everywhere?
Oh yeah, when
I
it's
mean,
a Puerto
I
Rico.
don't
now-
do it. I think it's
It's a
stupid.
Puerto Rican thing, but it used to be because the pilot would do like a good job
Yeah, it's
flying,
like,
getting to Puerto Rico, and then
we
Puerto Rico-
landed. Yay!
And
No,
they
we,
start-
we applaud to and from.
Well, the
It's
thing
a
is, they,
thing.
they started and people were not done applauding, and then there's already people like standing up because they want to get off.
I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the plane is still moving. Sit your ass back down, please.
exactly. And he was giving the message, and so we spent I don't know, like 20 minutes, 23 minutes.
Yelling at people. Sit your
No, not
fucking ass
yelling,
down.
But, no, not yelling, but
Yeah.
like that right there waiting in line,
Mhm.
and finally we get out of there, and then we start our little trip to spend a day and have lunch in Little Italy. My
Which
fault.
is fun. Your fault, of
My
course,
fault.
because it's something
It's
that
on
you
me.
wanted.
The
But-
first thing you did wrong was when you're flying into New York and you want to do anything in New York,
Yes.
traveling from somewhere, you need to plan at least 2 days.
Oh yeah.
You
It-
need to be able to check into a hotel, relax, refresh, then go have your lunch, and not feel rushed to get to Connecticut.
Puerto Ricans don't do that. We just want to go.
I
It's-
was raised here, so I mean in New York, so I thought I could do it. Not at this age anymore.
It's harsh. New York
It
is harsh on the
no,
body.
I get you.
You
I
know,
get you
when
now.
you're
It's-
used to walking on cushioned, grass ridden like terrain, and then you go to the urban jungle, you're like, what the fuck? Shoes are not ready for you. Like your body's not ready for the situation. But you didn't travel
all
here.
bruised.
Yeah, I'm sure, and that's not the only reason why. But you didn't
wow.
travel here by yourself. So, Gamma, how are you, darling? How was your experience this morning?
Well, I'm at 10%, so the charging signs are starting to go
Here,
on.
drink some more.
So, yeah, of course.
He's at 10%. So
Yeah.
so did you have a pleasurable flight, or was it also
The flight was pleasant. Of course, we had a little bit of a rush in the morning because, I thought,
10 minutes before flight is due? That's when you decide to move. I get it.
I mean, I always think like
Puerto Rican time.
I like
Yeah.
boarding is at 5:15, so I gotta allow at least like an hour 45. So because of all the possible mishaps that may happen.
And you guys are literally like 10 minutes away from the airport, but it turns
Even
into like a
less.
40-minute drive because of traffic and shit like that.
Not at that hour.
At
No.
that at the
Not that-
hour, it wasn't that, but in the airport, like people were, people, and they
Don't be
didn't-
nice. Say what they were. They were assholes.
Yeah,
They were dicks. They were cunts. It's
They-
what they
they-
do.
They're mentally impaired, so I don't want to go
They're
over
being my
to.
people. They're being
I don't
Puerto
wanna.
Rican.
I don't wanna like insult them because like, I mean,
It's okay. We get it.
we don't need to punish them any more than God already did. So,
So
so
I'm gonna leave that alone. So let me ask you: did you travel drug free? No
Yeah.
pills.
No
Yeah,
pills. If
no
you're
pills?
looking at me, yes, no pills. I came here sober. I
So-
didn't have a drink. I didn't have Xanax. I didn't have my Lyricas. I didn't have anything today.
Lovely, lovely. Well, I'm glad that you both made it safely. You went into New York. You had lunch at an Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
What did you have?
I had. What is it called? That
I thought it was
My-
clams.
no, he had the. At the end, he had what I wanted to have, and then I had some sort of. I don't
like
want
a
to say
seafood
paella.
platter.
It
but-
was a whole bunch
Oh,
of seafood,
mhm.
machiriata or something like that.
No.
So it's
Yeah,
got to be
ma-
like a
ma-
combination of different things.
Magriata or something like that. It was a lot of seafood, like clams and mussels and calamari and giant shrimp and jumbo shrimp, and then on top of linguine.
So basically,
But
all the
for
good
mine,
stuff
it was
you
red,
like.
red sauce and like spicy and such.
Nice.
was really
Zupa de
good.
pesco.
What
Was it
happened?
Zupa de pesco?
No, it's
It
like
starts
I
with
said,
an M.
something machuriata or something.
It's-
I don't remember the name, but it was really good.
If it starts with an M, for me, it's a mixture.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of
Well, it
everything.
sounded a little bit like maricon, but it wasn't a maricon.
No, we know that too,
Yeah.
baby. That's okay.
Yes.
But anyway, well, I'm glad you guys had a safe trip in. I'm glad you're here. You didn't expect to be sitting at this table today,
No.
not at all. You can tell by their faces. They're like, "What the fuck, man?" It's like, but Jay's not here, so I was like, you know what? Let's just have him sit with us and talk. So, Trish,
Told you.
how the hell are you?
I'm good.
All is well in the land of Oz.
Yeah, we had.
Bitch.
I'm sorry we had to cancel last week. I was
Yeah, she
I
was
was
she was
sick.
dying.
Yeah.
She was dying.
And I have to formally announce that I lost the chili contest.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh.
But I will tell you though, I don't know what happened, but girl, that illness did you well because you look good, girl.
Thank you.
You're looking fabulous. You're like one flew away from like your goal weight.
Yeah, one stomach flew away from
Yeah.
my goal weight. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be
No,
fabulous.
actually, I gained weight this week because I didn't take my drugs because I was sick on Monday, and then
Yeah. She didn't
just
show up.
the week.
So here's the thing. So you're on a GLP-1. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
It's no secret, right? Nick doesn't do needles.
No.
So Nick doesn't inject himself. So Nick comes to Tom's house and Tom injects Nick.
Correct.
And so he has to come every Monday so that I can give him his injection. And it happens to be show day. And then he was sick. So I was like, don't come. And so he didn't get an injection last week. So he
No,
was
I
kind of
didn't.
jonesing.
No,
like
yeah.
a base head on the corner of like, 42nd and
It wasn't
Fifth
that
Avenue.
bad, honestly. Whatever. But no, overall, very good. Very busy week last week. Another busy week this week. Just we're on the grind. The season has started.
Yeah, I know.
The theater is underway.
Yeah, we saw Six the Musical
Mhm.
2 weeks ago. I was there with your friends. We had a great time. What other shows are coming down the pike?
So we have a lot coming down the pike, and we have Free Family Fun Day this weekend.
Free Family Fun Day.
Yeah, it's like a trick or treat thing where we set up things throughout the theater, and you get a tour. Well, you tour the theater, so all the way till you get on stage, and then one of our sponsors does these like really cool like kid-friendly robots that they can play with.
Oh, nice.
And so basically, it's just a bunch of families come through, and it's like a trick or treat crafting.
Candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have Beautiful Noise, which is the Neil Diamond musical, and that's in December, and that's actually featuring Nick Fradiani. He's going to be the lead.
So wasn't he the winner from Connecticut for American Idol?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So he lives in Brantford. So that'll be really nice. But no, we're just really, really busy, and I've been dealing with a lot of board stuff and still dealing with a lot of stuff at the New Haven Pride Center. We are so close to having a signature on a new executive
Nail it
director.
down, bitches. Nail it
Oh my
down.
God, so freaking
Get it down.
close. I can't wait until that's done because I just need to not think about it anymore as much as I am thinking about it every day.
Right. Well, I mean, you are very involved, and I'm sure that a lot of people may not realize, but a lot of the great work that you do is the reason why the Pride Center, along with
I'm
other
not
people.
tooting my own horn, but that place would not be there if it weren't for Hope and I.
No, I don't disagree at all. So it's just a matter of being able to keep it afloat until someone can go in there and say, hey, here's our mission, here's what we're gonna do, and I think you're in the right direction.
Yeah, and it's funny because I've seen a lot of executive directors at nonprofits get hired into situations that aren't necessarily the best, right, financially.
Right.
But they weren't, the people that were doing the hiring didn't necessarily disclose all of the ins and outs when they took the job, and I was like, I am not doing this.
Right.
So like
you have to be super transparent.
I was so transparent with him, did not scare them off. So hopefully we're all good.
Right. It's always better when you're jumping into something and you know exactly what you're getting into, as opposed to like being blindsided on the other side
Well,
of it.
and I think the struggle with like the New Haven Pride Center specifically is that funding isn't guaranteed. We don't currently have anybody that's doing what I do for my job at the center, right? So
Right.
there's no one bringing in the dollars. They don't have earned revenue opportunities right now. So everything is based on grants, and so we're always looking at the financial runway for the organization. Obviously, we want it to be 6 months to a year, but without having somebody in this position, it's been so tough to keep it there because I can't fundraise for my job and that job as well.
Right. So are we looking to not only have the executive director be brought on board to the center, but also potentially having someone that could actually fundraise full time for them?
I think yes, and not at first probably.
Okay. Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I think the first 90 days will be a lot of introductions, them exploring the city and getting to know certain funders, getting to know key stakeholders. I think eventually they will decide what the staff structure will look like.
Nice. Well, I'm hoping that it'll be something that obviously will allow the Pride Center to be there for the next 25, 30 years.
Yeah,
which is
and I
great.
just don't want to even like think about crisis anymore when it comes to the center. Like,
Yeah,
it's
which
just
is
like,
girl, all of us. But I will say for me,
wait, no one asked you though.
Oh, she's nasty. Absolutely nasty. Well, I will tell you anyway. For me, I spent most of my week getting ready for my guests because they're here in the studio and they're going to be here for the week with me. So wanted to make sure the guest room was taken care of, fresh sheets, the whole 9 yards, and
No face of
things.
Jesus.
Exactly, things were good. Although he's very religious, this one here, and that's okay.
Yes, I am.
We're not holding it against you. I don't. At least I don't.
Yes, I am.
A little. But no, just getting ready for them. Then I spent a lot of my time running network cables because I'm hardwiring a lot of my access points all over the house. And so, I was pulling all these tiles that are sitting on the top here and running cables through and doing all that good stuff. And, now I'm waiting for my label maker to arrive. Amazon, what the fuck? So I have a bone to pick with them, and I'll tell you in a minute, but... So I ordered a label maker because you have to label your network cable so you know what goes to what and
Right.
what jack
You'll
and
probably get a credit.
yeah. So
You're like a geek, but not a geek.
I'm horrible. I'm just obsessed and
And
like
OCD.
yeah, it's just
He
weird.
dabbles in the scholastic kettle.
So there is a rumor. Pay attention, guys, because I think this affects all of us here on this table because we all order from Amazon. There is a rumor that Amazon is about to get sued. There's about to be a class action lawsuit against Amazon. That's a rumor. And the reason being is because, a lot of us pay Prime membership. You have a Prime membership? You have one?
Yes.
You have one? I have one, right? And what is the main push for Prime membership?
Next day delivery.
Or 2-day delivery,
For
Right?
you guys,
right?
not us down there. Although I have to say we have a new
Distribution center. there.
distribution center that is just about to open.
Right. So here's my thing. So a lot of people are complaining. I was like, listen, we're paying you almost $140 a year to guarantee a 2-day delivery at least, at the most.
Right.
A 2-day delivery. And you can't even do that right. Every other day, it's like you're getting a message.
Delayed.
It's delayed. It's going to be an extra day. We're delivering it tomorrow now. And so it's like, well, it's really not a 2-day delivery. What the fuck am I paying for? And so apparently,
Do you remember the days when you had to go to the store?
no. Like, who the fuck remembers that? Like, I don't want to go shopping anymore. Do you want to go shopping?
You love Costco. What are you talking about?
Well, no, but that's a different story.
You
So,
stole my words.
Takes
so,
me to
so
church.
Costco is an adventure, though. That's different.
You call
So-
it the church.
It is. It's my church. So when was the last time you went? Yeah, how often do you go into a
Oh,
physical
this is so
store?
good that you asked him about exactly that.
Oh well, I'm full millennial on that. I'm a brick and mortar is like such a ghastly concept to me.
Hold on, time out. I'm a millennial. I'm like cusp, but still a millennial.
I'm a zennial,
but-
but he's a millennial.
I
He's,
still
he's
like going
younger
to the
than most
store.
of us on
The
this
thing
table.
is that anything that can be delivered, he will have delivered.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter what.
Well,
Like 2 weeks ago, I got like,
Mike.
we need to go to Costco. He was like, no, we don't.
I
Costco
have Door-
delivers now.
I have DoorDash
An hour
membership
later,
and-
I had the whole.
Yeah, but do you look at the difference in cost? If you go to the store, you're paying so much in fees. Like even like on certain apps, like if you go to the store, I will literally be looking on my phone and be like, oh, so this can of tomatoes is $2 more on this app because they're covering whatever. So
Right.
like ultimately, like, don't get me wrong. Do I love a GoPuff? Do I love my Amazon? Do I love that stuff? Hell fucking yeah when I need it.
What's GoPuff?
You don't know what GoPuff is?
No.
I was
Oh.
just about to ask.
What's GoPuff? What's
GoPuff is like everyday essentials. Like if for example, last night
She didn't have tampons, so she didn't.
no,
have
I
tampons.
ran out of laundry pods and I completely forgot to get them when I was at the store
Okay.
for my dishwasher. So I just went on and I was like, all right, need laundry pods, deodorant, and toothpaste, and then it comes in like 20 minutes.
Stop it.
Yeah.
And it's called GoPuff.
It's called GoPuff.
Oh my god, who are the puffers?
I don't know.
Those are the people that go get.
I
stuff
don't
to
even know
puff.
where the stuff comes from. No, they have like a warehouse, and I'm like, I don't know where it comes from.
So all right.
international waters.
So Gamaliel. So Gama. So you are absolutely a delivery boy.
I would say that I abhor a lot of the stores, but I will go if needed on the utmost.
I mean, I get it. I mean,
What about clothing?
Yeah.
yeah,
what-
clothing obviously. Yeah, I go to the brick and mortar. I mean, clothing is not such a bad experience because you usually like if you don't like a store, you can like move to another one because you're usually like in a shopping mall kind of site. Uh, but I gotta say, like, I was in Europe before, and yeah, I love shopping there. Like, I would never go you do delivery if I was in Europe. Like, the cities are just so different. Everything's like so built for walking, and everything's like an experience. So in the middle of you shopping for your daily stuff, you will see like some musician start playing a melody, or you will see this beautiful park right in the middle. So it's like you bring your little bag and you do all your weekly shopping. So this is not a big
Mhm.
shopping load. So it's not like this.
You're
huge-
shopping fresh every day.
Yeah, and so I don't feel like a hen in a coop.
Yeah, yeah. No, when I was in Edinburgh, I was there for just over a month, and I learned very quickly that if you want groceries, you go in the morning because everything's fresh.
everything's
And I get
fresh.
to the store and I'm like, oh, what do you mean there's no bread left, there's no eggs left, everything's gone because they get fresh shit every day.
Uh-huh.
It's a whole different experience than in America.
Yeah, it's something like you don't think of shopping. You just think of going to the city, and you just do shopping as a simple part of it. Like that's the way I saw it when I was there. I was like there for like 2 months and one time, and then 1 month and another time. And it was like, okay, I just need to bring a small little bag. I don't need a huge pantry. I just need a small pantry. I'll just use whatever I need for my daily necessities, and I'll just discover whatever new route there is, because in every street you'll find a new supermarket with some new stuff, and it's they're very specialized. It's not like
So
this-
it's an experience, really.
oh yeah, it's a full
really.
experience.
As opposed to here, it's a chore.
It's a way of
You got to
life for
get
them.
in your
Oh,
car.
yeah.
You got to drive there. You've got to
Then you
like,
forget your wallet.
oh my god, or you lose it
fight with people on the aisles.
on the plane.
No.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. That's amazing though. So you are totally like for delivery. Like you
Yeah.
prefer delivery over brick and mortar.
We have
What
an
about
app
you?
in Puerto Rico that is it's called Rompong, and it's the freshest app.
Rompong.
Rompong. It's if you want fresh, that's the best.
Interesting.
Any
So-
alcohol you want, it's delivered
Do you
right
have-
then and there to your house.
But here's the thing. But you also have people who sell things out of their home, and this is very common in Puerto Rico. So, for example, I say to Elliot, I call him Kenny, but you know
you can call
okay.
me Ken. It's fine.
Elliot. So I
Just say the whole name so that everybody knows
Elliot
what's going on.
Elliot Kenneth Store. There you go. Boom.
Oh my god.
Government, the whole 9 yards.
You're right.
What's your social?
Right. It's like IRS. Store
So
whatever.
so no, the thing is, so when I went there, I was like, you know what? I'm in a mood for like a nice fresh squeezed juice. I want tamarindo or I want palcha. He's like, oh, I got a lady. Let me call her. Boom, boom. Within 20 minutes, she was at his like driveway. Here you go. It's like
fresh,
fresh.
passion fruit,
it's
or
insane.
tamarindo, or
And all I
acerola.
wanted it for
Island
was just to
life,
pour
man.
into my tequila.
Island life.
It's insane. And so I get, the whole concept of,
But this girl is she's a distributor for businesses, so that's what they do.
right. So,
She does
but they
yeah.
make this
Yes,
fresh,
they
right?
do.
And then you have neighbors. Hey, I want some eggs, or well, I have some root, batata, or what a jautilla, or I've got oranges, or I've got something, and you barter with your neighbors for stuff. And especially like, well, not so much in the city, but more so like if you
In the
move
countryside,
in the
yes.
countryside, when you
Yes.
go to the hills, when you go to further inland, you see a lot of that happening. Like, oh, you give me a go, I'll give you 20 chickens.
I'm
happens.
actually
That
like from the
doesn't
center
happen
of the
anymore.
It
island.
does.
No,
I hail from the center of the island, so I know the entire perspective. They do grow a lot in their houses. So contrary to like in the city where you will have to buy everything, they will have a stock ready, like potatoes. You will find like pumpkins. You will find cassava, papaya. You'll find oranges.
All the good stuff.
bananas.
Oh,
and
yeah.
plantains and
One of
My-
my favorite fruits that obviously is very common in Puerto Rico that my grandmother used to make juice from is oh my god,
His
what-
favorite fruit.
no, it's really
What is it?
It's oh my god,
Guava?
guanabana.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say soursop.
Sour
Ah,
sop.
sour
Guanabana,
sop.
yes.
It is absolutely amazing, and so it's a very white, milky, pulpy
It has
type of
become
thing.
so expensive now because there are studies from the UPR system, the University of Puerto Rico, that actually the soursop, but it's specifically the seeds.
Yes,
They have a lot of anti-cancer.
Anti-inflammatory. My
No,
mother,
actually anti-cancer growing properties.
right. So my mother, she went through chemotherapy for 6 months recently. She's doing fabulous, by the way. I haven't updated anyone in a while, but I feel that at some point we will. That was one of the
Yes.
things that she was eating. She was
Sour sop.
my stepfather would bring her like bootloads of like guanabana in a little container, and she would just eat some and put it right back in the fridge. She put it in the freezer, and she would eat it frozen.
Gamaliel was
Guanabana.
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 In
Yes.
English is sour sop. And there's another, it's not guanabana itself, it's another fruit called anon, and it's very rare.
Yeah.
And he brought about, what, 4 or 5?
Like I wrote like 2 or 3 because
And
it's my
just had,
favorite
like, 2
fruit.
spoonfuls.
it's my favorite fruit bar none. Like if I want some fruit,
really good.
like I'm thinking of a hot summer day, you want a naan.
And
It's like
how do you eat that?
it's like a guanabana. It's
Okay.
very very closely related, but it's like a sweeter. I don't know how canepas. Like if you've
Okay,
eaten
so-
canepas, it's a sweeter variant of canepa, but it's like a guanabana, like a huge fruit. Like you just take a spoon and you just eat it over there. And my parents, like we lost all the trees for Anon with Maria, and we had to wait like 8 years.
That was
With
the hurricane, by the
Maria,
way.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hurricane Maria, and when my parents like brought me these 3 Anons, I was like, oh my god, you've just made my day because that is by far one of the best fruits, and it's not like too sweet. Like because
Well,
guanabana-
I've never had it, so the next time I'm there, let's make sure that we get some.
Let's see
can-
if we
we can
can
try
find it
and
because
find
it's
them.
like the tallest tree. So
I
every
would
time
love to
there's
try it.
wind, they tend to fall because they're so tall. They can rise up like 100 feet. Like my grandpa's tree was like 3 stories tall, I would say.
Oh wow!
It's a huge tree, and
That's insane.
they grow on the top, the very top.
See, Trish, you're
So
going
you
on an
gotta like
adventure.
if you really want to have like a production, you gotta like go every day, see where like the main stem is going, and you gotta prune it. You gotta prune it so that
so that it encourages new growth.
Right.
so that it encourages growth in a lower in the lower levels of the tree, because otherwise it's just gonna pile up all at the top and it's gonna keep going up, and it
It's
really
sprouting.
really
Right.
doesn't have a limit. Like I've seen, like my parents' house is on pillars, so it's already like a 2-story house, and then it was like really tall for 2 pillars,
That is
and
insane.
and it still would grow like 1 story and a half
Above
above
it.
that. Like it would like my home is like on a hill, and it would be almost at the level of my home, and my grandpa is on a pillar house with that, and it was far lower. Like I would say it was 3 stories tall. Like I
Wow,
would say
that's
50 to 60 feet tall.
That's very specific.
But
But also, we've been talking a lot about fruit.
I love fruit.
Yeah.
Have you had
We're
we are all
a craving for fruit?
I mean, I do smoothies in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're the fruitiest person I know. So of course we're going to talk about fruit.
Well, I mean, I'm like an 8, evidently,
An 8 and what?
on the gay scale.
Oh, honey, you are not an 8.
I mean, I can reach for a 10 every once in a
Oh,
while.
you are like a 15. I mean, you open your front door and rainbows and unicorns pop out of it. It's like extra. She wanted me to take one of these ceiling tiles and paint it as a rainbow.
That's because you wouldn't do the whole fucking room.
Look, she wants me to do the whole room in a rainbow. Yeah.
No,
it-
I meant like a border rainbow.
like the whole border. Why? Like,
Because
can't we just?
rainbows make me
This
happy.
is not enough.
No.
You know what? What we're going through right now,
Uh-huh.
and the nation is going through right now, it might not be a bad idea. I agree with you. It's they're happy, and
I'll take it.
we should go back to being happy and grabbing the right to be happy about
Yeah, I
it.
know.
So he was like the son in the Teletubbies.
Yeah, pretty
You
much.
had to bring the Teletubbies into
Yeah.
it.
Well, I mean, honestly, I mean that's a really great segue though. Like, if we want to talk about the climate of what's going on in the world,
I think we should.
fucking Cheetolini.
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
God.
So we opened up with our opener today. Do we want to talk about who actually said that?
No, I mean you can if you want.
Well, I want to mention it. Obviously, we got to give credit to to the
I like the new name. I haven't heard it before.
to the orator of that statement. This was
That's
actually
a big word for
yeah,
you.
it was, right? It's like, can you imagine? So anyway, as we all know, Antifa went out in numbers over the weekend. Over 7.2 million people, Antifa people, according to the president, went out and protested, peaceful protests in cities all over the U.S. Well over, God, like 60 plus cities. 7.2 million people went out and protested
And you know
for
what?
No Kings.
I'm so sick and tired of that fucking word Antifa.
so,
Because at the end of the day, you're right.
so
We're anti-fascism,
Right.
anti-racism.
Right.
Call me Antifa if you want.
Right.
But I'm just fucking standing up for people's fucking God-given rights to live.
But the fucking shit
Yes.
is like, the Republican Party and this particular like administration is trying to paint the Antifa movement as if it was something bad. It's like, dude, we don't want to be a fascist nation. We don't want to be a fascist country. We don't want a fucking dictator. We don't want a fucking king. We left that shit back in 1796. Like, get the fuck out of my face with that
you know
shit.
what I thought was more powerful, like even more powerful than the fact that there were over 7.2 million
Yeah.
people that marched No King's Day here in America, is the fact that globally
Right. There was a lot of cities all around the world.
people are standing up and like in support of the people that that want to do the right thing by
Right.
America, by the country, right?
Right.
The fact that we're seeing, and another scary thing is the fact that we're seeing so many European nations do
Right.
this, and not just European, but so many foreign nations do this. It really tells you the story that whatever the White House is telling you is not true.
No, of
Think
course
about
not.
our fucking standing around the world. People are laughing at us.
I'm
big time.
still surprised that people can take anything the White House says seriously. I mean,
Same.
like, let's just
Anymore,
take 5
yes.
years before. Let's look at what they said about 5G technology. Remember, that was going to like activate the chips in our vaccines and create all these autist people.
We had a fucking member of Congress say
Like-
that space lasers
Uh-huh.
yeah,
And she thought that like a vegetable soup was the Russian police because she couldn't differentiate. She
This is
said the
Marjorie
Gazpacho
Taylor Greene,
police.
by the way.
instead
Well,
of the
also,
Gestapo.
that's a whole nother fucking story. There have been some things that have been coming out about her, and
And-
I'm like,
and-
am I agreeing with her right now?
like for real.
and like, I still hate her.
Oh God.
A broken clock is right twice a day.
Who said that?
I don't know.
Somebody said
but
that
it's
on
a
our
wise
show.
statement that those are wise words that I abide by.
He just said it. A broken clock is right twice a day.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, I love you.
It's all about the fucking Epstein files.
But
so.
yeah,
It is.
seriously.
It is.
Seriously.
and,
Seriously.
and then
Anything-
after the space lasers came over all this word woke, and then all of a sudden they're taking a 19th century word and saying we're just using that. All of a sudden it became everything we did because all of a sudden all of us we were working in concert.
Right,
And we
it's-
were all like a machinery of a big conspiracy, and everything was woke, and we were just trying to. So they're just trying to like pin the tail on the donkey
Yeah.
or some sort.
they're
But they
they're
failed
creating
miserably.
They're
They're creating
scapegoat-
terms.
they're
So
s-
now it's Antifa. Like
they're
this is the new.
scapegoating.
It's the new woke. So the woke came out of use. So now we need to society the same fear and do the same tactics. So now it's Antifa. Antifa is now a terrorist
Well,
organization
This
that
bitch
has
needs
so
her own
much-
radio show.
Oh, it's
I've been
it's
telling
really
you.
crazy.
I've been trying to tell you.
Don't get her
it's
started.
really crazy, and that's just from Trump. Like, can we go to the worm-brained person that is running the health department? Like, he's saying that we need to split vaccines because three layers of side effects is less than a combined vaccine that has no noticeable. But like, they're literally crafting things out of thin air all the time.
yeah.
Like, how can we as a
But the
nation
scary-
take them seriously?
But
Like,
the scary thing is there is a huge portion of people that do.
yeah,
yeah.
that believe
Yes.
that.
yeah, that makes me aghast. More like at wow.
I'm
Do these
telling you,
people
like-
these people need instructions for the soap and shampoo?
Well, 75%
oh
of
my
all these
God.
MAGA people probably don't even know what Antifa actually stands for. They
Oh,
probably just hear it and they're like, "Oh my God, it sounds like Hamas. That's bad."
Yeah,
It's-
no,
it's,
right.
It's resonation, vibing.
Right.
They vibe with whatever. Oh, because the other place is the. I heard once a creator that said like they actually believe we're evil. They actually believe that whatever we're saying, it doesn't matter how true it is, it's going to be a lie for our own benefit.
The liberals.
They do not care about whatever we say. We're
Wait,
just
are you talking about
trying-
liberals?
Oh yeah, we'll always be evil for them. We can never be good,
But-
no matter what we say, or there's no bar of evidence we could meet, no good deeds we could do.
No, they don't give a fuck about that.
They will always see us as evil, and so they're just.
But the
they're
reason they
gonna
see us as evil is because they are afraid of facing white privilege. They're afraid of losing their power. They're afraid of.
course.
And I talk about this all the time. You don't have to lose power, but you got to make room.
Uh-huh.
You got to make room for everybody to have a seat at the table.
Exactly. They always talk about the edge cases, but they don't see that their core has stayed mostly intact whenever some rights have been given to the community. Like they can still apply for jobs. Like we didn't say, oh, black people can vote, white people can't vote. No, they can still vote. They
But
just gotta make room, like you said.
Every time historically, there has been a change, right? So like when, African Americans were given freedom and the right to vote, they had to change course. They had to pick a new demographic. So there will always be the Republican Party, that the conservative Republican right-wing party will always have to have a scapegoat. Right now it's trans people.
Mhm.
It's trans people, and it's also undocumented people, but not really brown people.
But like just trans people, like I would say like trans knowledge, like they are literally putting people in peer review boards so that everybody who receives health funding or any sort of funding from the federal government
Oh yeah.
has to say things that are authorized or go with the grant's priorities.
Look at
So they're
the
literally
whole-
vetting knowledge. They're literally vetting anybody's right to research what they want. So
Right.
so I would say like they're literally harkening back to Hitler.
Yeah,
Like remember
yes.
when he destroyed the Trans Institute? He didn't destroy just the people. That came later. He destroyed the institute. They destroyed the knowledge.
Right.
Because the moment you get the knowledge, and the knowledge actually starts from, I would say, my opinion,
Yeah, you're talking
is
about Fahrenheit 451.
from the women, because the moment a woman realized that her biology does not force her into the kitchen, that's the same time we started going, okay, well then my being male doesn't force me to like have to wear pants or have to wear anything, and so we can actually malleate the way we want to present ourselves to the world, and that's where gender became like this amazing thing, and it was all led by women. Like feminist literature created gender, and they led us into understanding like, okay, we have some things. This is a canvas. We can like write over it because we are knowledgeable people, and so long as we are not harming anybody, our self-expression begins with our canvas. And
I will tell you
We're
something
being
though.
authors of our own story.
You made an amazing point, right? It's like they first start attacking the institutions, and I will tell you what they tried doing with the News Corp. So the Pentagon, specifically Hegseth, put out a statement, said that if you want to be a news corporation, a news company that's running news from within the Pentagon, you have to agree and sign this disclosure that you will make sure these stories are vetted first before they are published coming out of the Pentagon. ABC, NBC, CBS, even Fox fucking walked out and said, fuck this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
And you make amazing points. By the way, weren't you like half asleep when you got here? Like, where the fuck did all that come from?
It's the
I've
microphone.
been trying to tell you.
raspberry hard seltzer.
Yeah.
It gives you a lot of
It
energy.
gives you wings.
Yeah.
So I will tell you though, I wanted to go back to the Snow Kings rally and this march. I think that it is super impressive to see Americans turn up this way. We did it before. So immediately after he got elected into his first presidency, which was regrettable then, just as it is now, we saw the Women's March was the very first march that took place immediately after he took office. And we saw millions of people, millions, all over the U.S. march for women's rights, and what eventually, ended up being true. They were attacking women's rights, the
They
women's
still are.
rights to choose, to exist, to have, body autonomy, to be able to make decisions on their own. All of that. We knew that was coming, and it did, and it's here. We have 3.5 fucking years. Actually, no, it's what? It's October now. We have 3 years and 2 months left of the presidency of this fucking asshole in office. And it was wonderful to see over 7.2 million people come out and protest the fact that, we have no king.
Honestly, if we flip the House and the Senate, I don't think we have that much time left. I'm hoping to God we don't.
That is our lifeline. We have midterms, right? That could, in a sense, put some walls up against for what this man is trying to do. If we don't, we're fucked.
Yeah.
That's
And
the only thing that irradiates hope at this point.
Right.
Have
And
you
so,
seen town halls like this before?
no.
This is insane.
No, it is. It's absolutely fucking crazy. And Republicans don't want to have town halls, but Democrats are having them for them in their own fucking territories, in their own fucking districts, with their own fucking peers and like their own, their own constituents. And they're answering questions for the people who don't want to come up and do these things. But I will say this, 7.2 million people, over 7.2 million people came out to participate in this No Kings rally. Please do not forget when it's fucking time to go vote. Don't fucking stay home, because the only reason why this man made it into the fucking White House a second time is because, the Democratic Party did not show up for Kamala Harris. And
I will say this.
Yes. Oh, she speaks.
Well, it's just, I apologize in advance if I'm going to offend anybody, but
Yeah.
there's a very big chunk of people who voted for whatever his name you want to call him, who are Cubans,
Mhm.
Puerto Ricans,
Yeah.
Black people,
Right.
Latin American people.
I said this.
And this is horseshit.
Yeah.
Because I don't even fucking can't fathom how this asshole got elected again.
Right.
This is how bad
Latinos.
this thing is.
Latinos.
I mean,
We
what
did
the
this.
hell?
We did
Well,
this.
yes,
In
we and the
record
fucking
numbers.
not speaks Hicks that are not well educated. I guess I
No.
don't know if that's true or
In
not.
record numbers, Latino
But the-
men voted for
No,
Trump.
I know that part is true. I
Yeah.
also know that the less educated people from the center or square states or whatever
Rural
you wanna call
areas,
it,
red states. Yeah.
they were awakened by him shaking the racism and
Mhm.
everything else that goes with it.
He
Right.
gave
And
them
this
permission.
is so fucked up. Yes, and now they're entitled.
Right.
And he could drop dead tomorrow, God forbid, God willing, not God forbid. And yeah, I'm sorry. That's
No,
how I
I
feel
mean-
about it. Fuck him.
Amen.
I pray
Preach.
every day. If Kenny got shot, that I regret. I wish he got dropped dead or
Well, they tried,
whatever. Well, so they say.
For showmanship.
I don't. You're right. I don't fucking believe it. But whatever. The thing is that it is so bad that right now I frankly don't see Democrats moving as fast as I would like them
Right.
to move or be as vocal
And as
as I
aggressive.
think they
right.
should be.
Yes, but I would also say that I think that Democrats are really in a shitty situation where I think they are really trying to start showing up. I think that they need to be far more vocal, but their fucking hands are tied.
Yeah,
Their fucking
I
hands
know,
are
I
tied.
know,
but
The
what I say about
demographic
being
trends
vocal is-
are against Democrats at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, if you see, I was like aghast when I saw the election results, and I started seeing college towns like being won by Trump.
Mhm.
Like you would see, but if you break it down by education level, you would see like Democrats overwhelmingly voted in favor of Kamala. Like the district voted overwhelmingly in favor of Kamala, but when you add up the votes, the majority of people are not college educated in that district. So it all swung back to Trump because
Right.
the uneducated people in that district decided nope. And everything's
I s-
always now fear mongering over intelligence, like this obscurantism. Like I forgot about that word, but like it's a very important word at this time to have obscurantism. It's like fear of intelligence. Everything that's knowledge is like remember back when the church used to like persecute people
right.
for heresy because
Yes.
they thought about different ideas that like would revolutionize the world later on. Well, that's literally what we're seeing right now. So every time we see a revolutionary idea, oh, we need to put a check on knowledge. I have never seen a movement so hell bent on checking knowledge. They're vetting reporters,
same
they're
thing.
vetting researchers,
That's
they're
They're
vetting
banning
doctors,
books.
Yes.
they're banning books. They're literally trying to control. They literally are trying to control the exhibits at the museums at this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
But the thing is, the thing is, they can, because, like you were saying earlier, their first attack was institutions. I mean,
Right.
even when we're talking about the arts endowment, right? The federal arts endowment. Why the fuck is President Trump running that? Why? Because the arts provide opportunity for everybody to tell their story, for everybody to tell a story that's innovative, that's different, that doesn't look like, a white cisgender male on stage telling their story.
It allows even them. to
It
tell their
allows
story.
connection and community. And the reason they're controlling funding for that is because they don't want people to be told these stories about Latin America, a Latin American story, or a black story with history. Like we did a show on the grounds of belonging.
Right.
And that was about a gay couple, a white man and a black man, and all of the struggles that they dealt with through that process, right? Not only were they dealing with the fact that it was 1950s Texas and they were gay, but they were dealing with the fact that there was still segregation in the gay community. But like all of this stuff, we're telling these
There was
stories,
still
and they're so
segregation
important.
in the South,
Yeah.
not only in the gay community.
But those stories
Right.
are so important because if we don't learn from them, if we don't know about them,
Right.
we are going to do it again.
Right. Agreed. And, for me, it's like, all I'm going to say is this energy that you demonstrated on Saturday, bring it to the fucking polls. That's where that energy is needed. It is unfortunate that, these two individuals, American citizens, born American citizens, they're sitting right here, born American citizens. Okay. They live in Puerto Rico. And because Puerto Rico is a fucking colony, because that's what it is, you can't call it anything but, these two
It's a territory.
individuals
It's just that's what it
have
is.
to be subjected to the rules and the laws that are made by American individuals sitting in the House of Congress, right? That they cannot vote for.
Mm-hmm.
They can't vote for a representative in Congress. They have one, a de facto like stand-in that just goes there and sort of kind of speaks his mind, but has no power, can't vote, and they can't vote for the president of the United States of America. American citizens.
But also,
and,
like,
If you keep, how do you say, pueblo?
If you
the
keep-
masses, if you keep the masses uneducated, it's the best way and the fastest highway to control them.
Of course.
So this is why they are banning everyone that speaks out loud, and this is why I said what I said earlier. I think that Democrats, they really need to make some noise and be more vocal about everything, because guess what? It's God knows it's such a long way. 3 and how many months?
3 years, 2 months.
It's too long, but you know what? It goes very fast as well.
Time
And
flies when you're in
if,
Prozac.
if there's not noise made and things brought up,
right.
let me tell you, I'm very afraid of what this guy can
What-
make people do, because he's just an asshole, but he gets his way because of fear mongering and pushing people around.
Well,
And of course, and
it's
he
just-
stacked the judicial branch, at least
Yeah.
at the Supreme Court.
Well, but also too, I think it's right. I mean, I think he's catering a lot. A huge base of his is, for lack of a better term, uneducated individuals, right?
Right.
And we keep talking about that, but the reality is, we see interviews where they will literally say things like, "A Puerto Rican isn't an American citizen." Like they're so
But again-
uneducated
But
that
again,
they are so
I'm sorry
moldable.
this to
Like,
be like
You
so,
see the hate to Bad Bunny?
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah, it is bullshit. I mean, if you as a mainland born don't know that Puerto Rico belongs to the United States of America, you're a goddamn moron.
Yeah, you're a goddamn
You
moron,
did
and you
not
wouldn't
go
even
to
pass
fucking
the citizen
school.
test.
Right.
It's
I'm
seriously.
sorry, but it is.
1917. We're not talking like 1950s. We're not talking 1960s. We're talking 1917. In fact, 1901 would be the first time that the U.S. created a federal law that applied to Puerto Rico. But let's not go into that one because it defined Puerto Rican citizenship that never was really internationally recognized. But the actual citizenship for Puerto Ricans is American since 1917.
Yeah, it's been well over 100 years.
Well over 100 years. We're
Yes.
not like how much and the hatred to Bad Bunny all of a sudden.
It's insane. Listen,
That has been a very huge.
to me,
stone
we
cast.
talked about this, right? Because Jay and I were talking. Like, I'm not a super fan of his music.
I'm not either.
I'm a
I've
super
never
fan of
have
him,
been.
though.
We are not either. But let me tell you something.
I'm a
This-
super fan of
this,
his, though.
Well,
Mm.
I'm not, and let me tell you, this residency thing,
It was brilliant.
it changed the whole game, and the fact that he is going up the ladder of these of these new challenges that this administration is presenting,
Right.
not even Trump himself directly, but I'm sorry to say, can I speak freely?
Yes.
Of course.
This stupid blonde bitch of a press secretary.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Pam Bondi, fuck that
Oh
bitch.
my god!
No,
And she's
Carolyn
like,
Levitt. KKK Levitt.
Oh,
please,
who's Pam
I
Bondi?
mean, she-
KKK Carolyn.
Oh, the
Yeah.
press secretary or
No,
or
the
The
press
Attorney
sec-
General
Trump's
is Pam
press
Bondi.
secretary.
oh, okay, yeah, KKK Levitt, that one.
The blonde one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what everybody else is thinking about that. But I mean, you can go against somebody, you can have a different opinion, or it's fine. It's everything is entitled, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. But to take the bar and lower it go that low to make it personal and on that level, I mean, it's just, to me, it's a way of, again, putting an arrow into the people that are less educated, that just go with the flow of what the mainstream is churning.
I didn't think that the bar could be set lower than the
Well-
first press secretary. Oh my god,
What
what was
was
her
his
name?
name?
Oh,
We hated her. Oh no,
Yeah, but
Sean
this
Spicy. No, no,
yeah.
no. Then came the other one. Sarah, I can't fucking believe stand her.
Yeah.
Oh my
This
god.
the
girl,
governor now. of
She took it
Arkansas,
to
right?
another different level. She's like, what do
Yeah,
you
this
call it?
girl.
She's like in the seventh ring of
Hell.
Dante's Inferno.
Well,
Yeah.
like she honestly, like like how she will say something that is so clearly a lie or is so
It's-
clearly like just
I heard once one term that I think we should all get acquaintance with going forward is the Gish Gallop.
The
The
Gish Gallop.
It was named after a creationist called I don't know if it was Leonard or Edward Gish, and he would start like living in this fantasy world where he would like start writing like you heard like the Ancient Aliens Netflix series.
yeah.
Like they would say, this conspiracy confirms this other conspiracy, and then they go out again, going through myths, and then they all of a sudden harken back to the flood, and then all of a sudden they got evidence from like ancient civilizations, and basically it's a little racist, the Ancient Aliens series, because everything that looks a little too advanced for these people must be an alien. That's basically the underlying motto, but in
that is a
but
silver
like
lining, yes. of the show.
but like over here, like you see these shish kebabs they make. They make, oh, this is woke, and this is the problem is that this is woke because this is Antifa, and Antifa made the woke, and then the woke made the gender transforming, and then they're trying to attack because they're trying to have an open border, and then they keep like literally like taking
Adding.
a little
It's like a
skewer
giant
and
ball of yarn.
skewering every sort of unrelated, but because they all sound bad, they all must be like connected. There's no room for causality here. They don't have the room for causality because the moment like they lose the hype, you would realize like it's all a crock
There's
of
nothing.
shit. It's literally a crock of shit.
That
It's
is
like
true, but
watching
they don't have anything.
That's why they continually
it's like watching
blame
Don Quixote.
marginalized people.
Don Quixote in real life, like they will start shouting at a windmill and say, "It's a giant! It's a giant! It's a giant!" And like it's still a windmill. It's quixotic. That is a very like fancy word. I won't use it often, but it's quixotic. That's the way, like delusional to a level that they live in this own delusion and they justify themselves by like, if I can craft enough rationalizations of this delusion that are coherent with my delusions, like creating a press story, like a tabloid. Oh, I created this rumor, but this rumor supports this rumor, so my
Yeah, of
story
course.
must be
It's like,
true.
you
Like
know,
the yellow press.
Like,
One leads
like
to
they were literally saying that in Portland, like violence and deaths were going, and people were in fraud costumes, like and inflatable costumes.
I can't. Well, listen, there's so much going on, and obviously, we're going to have an opportunity to, obviously, talk more about all the stuff that's going on, and eventually, hopefully, get to the other end of this in one piece and in one nation. Still, but we do have to wrap it up. So, Trish, you want your love? Are we
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's bring it home.
All right, everybody, here's Mama Kim's Minute. Number 1, Dad speaks out after his trans kid was assaulted in school and no one did anything about it.
Oh.
Number 2, a Christian writer attacked Dolly Parton for being pro-LGBTQ+. It didn't end well for the writer.
Well, fuck her.
Number 3, AOC assures trans kids that they're not to be blamed for anything. You are fine just the way you are.
All right. So, do you want to do it or should I?
You can do it. You haven't done this in a long
I
while.
know, and I don't have a little fancy thingamajiggy for myself, but here we go. All right, ladies and gents, on this day in gay history, when October 20th, 2010, screwed it up already. All right, millions participated in the first ever Spirit Day, wearing purple to stand against anti-LGBTQ bullying and show visible support for queer and trans youth. The annual observance continues worldwide as a reminder that solidarity saves lives.
I didn't wear purple today.
Oh, neither did I. I mean, I have the colors.
I mean, you're gay.
Yeah, but apparently I work at a fisting bar.
Oh my God.
So
All right.
do I.
All right. Shall I go?
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gents, if you love the show, make sure you go subscribe, rate, and review on your favorite podcasting service. By doing so, you get the latest and greatest of our show delivered right to your web browser or your device as soon as our episodes are published. You can also support us on Patreon, which allows you, our listeners, to support the show with a monetary donation, which we collect monthly and can be in any denomination of $1 or more. Trish?
Thank you. All right, everybody, get the Future Method and all other products today. All products are doctor developed, can clean out without hurting your bum, take confidence anywhere with the anal powder packs, increase your stretch goals with the 3-piece anal glass dilation kit, and get all the information you need with Dr. G's book, But Seriously. Visit futuremethod.com to purchase your life-changing bum accessories today.
We have gifts. We have gifts for our in-house bottom today. So there you go.
You did good, kid.
You did good. All right, ladies and gents, our show is available on our website, gaytalk20.com, under audio podcast. It is also available as a free download on Apple Podcast, YouTube Music, and now Spotify.
All right, you can find us on social media, Facebook, Gay Talk 2.0, Instagram, Gay Talk 2.0. You can email us at gaytalk2.0@gaytalk20.com. Tom, take it away.
All right, ladies and gents, if you need to reach out to us, just head on over to our website. Click on the top of the Contact Us tab, which is located at the top of the web browser. There you can leave comments, you can suggest topics, you can submit a question for the cast or any guest host that we have on the show. You can also give us a call and leave us any messages, or any questions you may have on our voicemail, and we can answer those for you here on the show. Our phone number is 334-GAY-TALK, and if you need all of the digits, it is 334-429-8255. Don't forget that we do stream live every Monday at 6 p.m. and you can access the live stream by becoming a Patreon and watching the video. Ladies and gents, that is our show. Thank you, and y'all have a good night. Bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Gay Talk 2.0. Tune in next time for more dish.